Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
180. I don't think you got it, sir. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 48 mark.
Alert, 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 alert. Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam. Check your hot read. 48 the mic. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, alert 33. Up, up.
Under crunch.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Crash. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Out. Switch.
Pistol.
Check 52.
Let's go.
They go with Chubb on second down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Switch.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Check. Set.
Real.
Check.
General West.
Check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
22 jet bomber.
Under 10. 10.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Travel.
48 right now. Let's go.
You ain't doing nothing today. Point it right. Shot.
Now first carry for their fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
180.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. Jaguars 48-yard line.
Tighten up.
Pistol.
Check 99.
Run.
A run for Nick Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
48.
Alert.
You can't block me. Joker.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Again, he finds an opening. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
But that felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey!
Don't get nervous.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
55. Here we go. 36.
Hey, Delta.
Slam.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he completes it to Westbrook. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
6-6, pull it high.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch the end. Mike, 48.
Option. Get that quarterback. And all coach.
Shit.
Protein spill.
Deuce.
Real.
Rush in. Spot.
Regular.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
48 Mike.
You draw quarter.
Watch the out. He's coming.
Regular.
Check. Crunch.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, alert.
61, matchbox lights.
No. Off.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right. Hurry.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, alert 48.
Run.
Chopper! Chopper!
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
A give running right is Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
48.
King!
Here we go. Check three.
X3! 218, chopper!
Run.
Wide. Give it.
Now Chubb running right. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Hey, alert 33!
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
General West!
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down, it's Hunt. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Alert 3. Kill.
22 jet bomber!
That's real.
SOS. Alert flare.
Watch out!
Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
It's easy work.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run. Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Hey, alert!
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Check three.
Point it right.
Check nickel.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here, and nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Jim.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Point it right.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend.
Alert, 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 alert.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 43.
Pistol.
Check hot route. Hot.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Hey, watch it.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5. Hey, they scared. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch out.
Back to throw here. Looking long for Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Show it.
Hey, alert.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
He's crashing.
King.
Check 3.
Up.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check.
Real.
Check your hot read.
Hurry.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll look to throw here. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 36-yard
And Lambeau will put this one through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, it's Hines. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go! 70, Indy. 6-6, pull it high.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
55 is Mike, guy. 55. No chance. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Hines.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike, 50.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, eat. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Snap.
2nd and 3. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check. Regular. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, alert!
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Check. Lucky. Watch.
Point it right.
He gets
61, matchbox lights.
Tighten up.
And again this time to the tailback. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
King.
Joker.
X3, 2X,
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he knocks him over. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam. Watch the
Hey, alert 33.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Cleveland.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shit. Deuce.
General West.
Mike, 48.
Up.
Here we go.
Hey, alert 33.
Rush in. Sponge.
Hurry! Like that.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert!
He's coming. We got double up.
Run.
Jack.
Like that.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
No.
Now they try the right side here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Ready.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Hey, Wahoo!
55, my God, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Greystone, travel.
55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Mike, 50.
Hey, Charlie.
55.
Hit it.
2nd and 15. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
64, beat.
Shift. Safety green. Check 3. You go tight. You got tight right there. Wow.
Kings. 6-6, bullet high.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Alert. I got you.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check nine, check nine. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here I come. Here I come.
Get it.
2nd and 11. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, box drop, box drop.
This is Hines. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 4th quarter. Down to the So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run on first down. Hines whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort, You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see